Welcome to this new Travel Addict video, where we will take you on a journey to discover the 10 most beautiful countries in Europe. From lovely beaches to mountain peaks, from historic cities to modern metropolises, Europe is a land of incredible beauty and diversity. You will discover its hidden gems and its most famous destinations. We will explore its cultural treasures and natural wonders. Are you ready to join us on this exciting journey? Get ready to take notes and be inspired, because here begins our tour of the 10 most beautiful countries in Europe. In 10th place we have Dubrovnik, the Pearl of the Adriatic. It is an ancient and stunningly beautiful city that will take your breath away. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this fortified city offers magnificent panoramic views of the Adriatic Sea. Walking along the cobblestone streets will make you feel as if you have traveled back in time. Admire the white stone houses with red roofs and numerous churches and palaces that dot the historic center. But Dubrovnik is not just history and culture. This Croatian city has some of the most beautiful beaches in the Mediterranean. You can dive into crystal clear waters and enjoy the sun on the beautiful beaches. For Game of Thrones fans, Dubrovnik is a true treasure. Discover the filming locations of the series and immerse yourself in the magical atmosphere of the show. Dubrovnik is a destination that will surprise and enchant you. In 9th place we have Stockholm, the Pearl of the Swedish archipelago. This charming city is an explosion of beauty, culture, and nature. Imagine strolling on an island surrounded by crystal clear water and fresh air, admiring the elegant and minimalist architecture of historic buildings like the Royal Palace and the City Hall. Stockholm is a city rich in history and culture, with a lot of museums and art galleries that celebrate Swedish art and history. Gamla stan, the historic part of the city, is a true treasure with its cobblestone streets and colorful houses. But that's not all. Stockholm also offers a flabbergasting food scene and fantastic nightlife in bars and clubs that go until morning. Nature is also an important part of the city, and parks and forests offer a complete experience of wild Swedish nature. Stockholm is a destination that fascinates with its beauty and diversity. What are you waiting for to visit it? In 8th place we find Berlin, the most vibrant city in Germany. Here you will find the city that never sleeps, with fantastic nightlife and a diverse cultural scene. Berlin is a city of history. From the ruins of the Berlin Wall to the Reichstag, every corner of the city has a story to tell. But that's not all. Berlin is also an innovative city with a constantly evolving artistic and cultural scene. Kreuzberg is one of the coolest neighborhoods in the city, with vintage shops, street food, and a lively nightlife. Berlin is also a culinary oasis with cuisine from around the world and Michelin-starred restaurants. And then there's nature. Berlin has many parks and gardens where you can relax and soak up the sun, such as Tiergarten and Victoria Park. Berlin is a city that will leave you speechless with its range of experiences and emotions. Come on, what are you waiting for to visit it? In 7th place we have Vienna, capital of Austria, called the City of Dreams. Get ready to immerse yourself in a city with incredible architecture, where every street leads you to places of rare beauty. Take a stroll in the historic center to admire St. Stephen's Cathedral and the Royal Palace. But that's not all. The city is also a paradise for art and culture lovers, with a wide variety of museums and art galleries showcasing works by world-renowned artists. Don't miss the Museum of Art History, which houses one of the most important collections of ancient and Baroque art in the world. And music! The city is famous for classical music concerts, including the famous Vienna New Year's concert and the Vienna State Opera. But Vienna is not just a city of culture, it is also a city of gastronomy. Here, the sweet symbol of the city, the famous Sacher cake, can be enjoyed with a cup of coffee in historic cafes like Café Central. And if you want something green, Vienna has many parks and gardens, such as the Schönbrunner Garten, where you can relax and enjoy the beauty of nature. In short, Vienna is a city that will fascinate you with its elegance, culture, and sweetness. An experience you will never forget. In sixth place we find Prague, a magical city that will enchant you with its beauty and charm. A city that looks like it came straight out of a fairy tale with its cobblestone streets, Baroque palaces, Gothic churches, and stone bridges that cross the Vltava River. Together we will discover the city of the Vltava River. Walk through the historic center and admire the most famous monuments such as the famous astronomical clock and Prague Castle, the imposing fortress that dominates the city. But that's not all. It's also the city of beer, where you can taste the best beer in the world in traditional street restaurants, accompanied by typical dishes such as goulash or nedliki. The city is full of culture and art. It is also an art oasis, with museums and galleries that host art. Don't forget the music. Prague is the city of classical music, with major festivals such as the Prague Spring Festival and the Jazz Festival. But the true beauty of Prague is the atmosphere, the hospitality of the people, and the nature that surrounds it. Admire breathtaking views of Petrin Hill and the gardens of Prague Castle while walking through the parks and gardens of the city. In conclusion, Prague is a city that will enchant you and make you feel like you're in a dream. An unforgettable experience that you will remember for a long time. At position number 5 we have Dublin, the capital of Ireland. This city will enchant you with its unique charm and contagious energy of its people. Here you will discover the perfect blend of ancient tradition and modernity, history, and entertainment. Dublin will amaze you with its Georgian architecture, lush parks, historic pubs, and the magic of the River Liffey. But Dublin is not just beautiful to see, it is also an experience to live. Try the Irish stew, freshly caught fish from the Irish Sea, and the dark Guinness beer served humbly in a famous Irish pub. Dublin is the home of great writers like James Joyce and Samuel Beckett and great musicians like U2 and Van Morrison, but it is also a city of Celtic culture that can be felt around every corner. History enthusiasts will find a true treasure trove of monuments such as Trinity College, St. Patrick's Cathedral, and Dublin Castle. But the true soul of Dublin is its most famous area, Temple Bar. Here you can enjoy traditional Irish music and dance all night long for a unique and unforgettable experience. Come discover Dublin, a city with an irresistible Irish charm. In fourth place we come to Amsterdam, the city of canals and bicycles. This Dutch city is a real surprise and will capture the heart of every visitor. Enjoy the colorful houses on the sloping canals, the romantic bridges, the world-famous museums, the lively nightlife, and more. Discover the secrets of Amsterdam with us and stroll through the most picturesque neighborhoods such as Jordan and De Pijp, where you can taste Dutch cuisine in small cozy cafes and restaurants. You can visit the Rijksmuseum to see the masterpieces of the great Dutch master or be enchanted by the work of Van Gogh in a museum dedicated to him. But Amsterdam is also a city of bicycles. Hop on a bike and ride the cobblestone streets like a true Dutch person, admiring the city's panorama. If you're looking for fun, don't miss the De Wallen district, famous for its red light district and lively atmosphere. Join us in Amsterdam and immerse yourself in the middle of this otherworldly city. In third place, let's find out Santorini, the Greek island that you will fall in love with at first sight. This earthly paradise offers unforgettable moments thanks to a unique world-class scenery. Admire the white houses that reflect on the cliffs overlooking the sea for an unforgettable view as the sun sets on the horizon. Santorini will also surprise you with its villages, real mountain jewels. Get lost in the alleys and cobbled streets of Oia and Fira, where time seems to stand still. And don't forget to taste the famous local wine made from grapes grown on the volcanic slopes of the island in secret cellars kept for thousands of years. But Santorini also has crystal clear waters, white and black sand beaches, and sunsets that give the sky a new look. Don't wait any longer. Experience a unique and never-seen-before adventure in Santorini, the island of endless wonders. The second most beautiful city in Europe is Barcelona, a city that is an explosion of colors, art, architecture, and fun. This Catalan city is one of the most beloved tourist destinations in Europe, and it's not hard to understand why. Admire the majesty of the Sagrada Familia, the imposing cathedral that seems to almost touch the sky, or get lost in the Gothic Quarter, where time seems to have stood still and every alleyway hides a story to tell. But Barcelona is not just history and art, it's also fun. Dance salsa in Gracia, the neighborhood known for its nightlife, or take a stroll along La Rambla, where the color of the flower stalls and the cheerfulness of the street artists will captivate you. And for those who love the sea, the beaches of Barceloneta are ideal for cooling off between one attraction and another. Barcelona is a city that will enter your heart and leave you speechless. Don't miss the opportunity to discover all its treasures and to be moved in front of its beauty. Are you ready to explore Barcelona? You won't regret it. We have arrived at the most beautiful city of this continent, that is the City of Love, a city that inspires poets, artists, and dreamers from all over the world, Paris. The City of Lights welcomes you with iconic beauties such as the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe, as well as hidden gems like the secret gardens of Montmartre. Take a stroll on the cobbled streets and discover French cuisine with freshly baked croissants and great wines. Visit world-renowned museums such as the Louvre, home to some of the most important works of art in history. But don't stop there. Explore high-fashion boutiques, chic bistros, and historic cafes for which the city is famous. Paris invites you to daydream and surrender to its timeless beauty. What are you waiting for? Let yourself be enchanted by the magic of the City of Lights and immerse yourself in the romantic, chic atmosphere. Are you ready to discover the most famous cities in the world? We hope you enjoyed our tour of the 10 most beautiful countries in Europe and that it has inspired you to plan your next adventure. Remember, Europe is a land of incredible beauty and variety, with something to offer for all tastes and needs. Whether you are looking for history and culture, outdoor adventure, delicious gastronomy, or simply a relaxing break from everyday life, Europe will never disappoint you. Thank you for following us on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and we look forward to seeing you in the next Travel Addict video.